Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to solve our Skillrack daily challenge using Python programming language. Before going to logic, if you didn't subscribe to our channel, then subscribe right now and make our work more meaningful.
First, we'll understand our question. The program has to accept the R cross C integer matrix as the input and divide the matrix into 9 submatrices, and then it must be based on some conditions. So first we should divide the entire matrix into horizontal horizontally and vertically. That is 4 submatrix, and then we have to divide the top right matrix, that is submatrix, horizontally, so which gives us 2 submatrices, and then we have to divide the bottom left submatrix vertically, which gives us 2 submatrices, and then we have to divide the bottom right submatrix into 4 equal halves. So, and finally, the program must print the sum of each submatrix, that is each submatrices, as the output. So first we are going to accept R cross C integer matrix and divide the matrix into 9 submatrices. So first we have to divide the entire matrix horizontally and vertically, and then after this the top right submatrix horizontally must be divided, and then the bottom left submatrix vertically should be divided, and then bottom right submatrix will be divided into 4 equal halves. And finally the program must print the sum of submatrices. So we'll take our this case. So here first we have to divide the entire matrix horizontally and vertically. So this is it. Now we have divided the entire matrix into horizontally and vertically. So now we must divide the top right submatrix horizontally. That is, we'll divide the top right submatrix into, so here it is 40 30, and so here the top right submatrix is divided horizontally, and then we have to divide the bottom left submatrix vertically. So this moves to the right, and then we have to divide the bottom right submatrix into 4 equal halves. So it becomes, so already we have 4. So when we divide them into 4 equal halves, it becomes like this. So finally, this will be our matrix, that is modified matrix. And in this modified matrix, we are going to print the sum of each submatrices. So let us find that. So first we'll find the sum of the first submatrix. 10 plus 20 plus 40 plus 30 is 100. And then for the next submatrix, 55 plus 65, which is 120, and then for the next submatrix 92 plus 82, which is 174, and then for the next submatrix it is 11 plus 21, that is 32, and then for the next submatrix 23 plus 43, 66, and for the other four matrix it is 34, 24, 74 and 94. So this will be our output. So now let us understand the logic of this program. First we'll get our input, the integer n, and then we'll get the n cross n integer matrix. So now we are going to pass different parameters for each submatrix, and finally we are going to find the sum. So for that we'll define a function called as print sum, where the parameters are the start row and end row and start column and end column. And we'll have a variable, that is, we'll initialize a variable s with 0 to store the sum of the submatrix, and will it be iterating from start row to end row, and then will be iterating from the start column to end column. And after this we'll increment s by the matrix of row column, and finally we'll print yes and end argument. So we'll print yes. So now we have different parameters for different submatrix. So let us see what are the parameters for each submatrix. So these are the parameters for various submatrix. So for this parameter, we'll get the first submatrix. For the next it is this, and for third one it is this, and our fourth one it is this, and fifth one 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are the parameters. Just take a look into that. So we'll call the function for each parameter, like print sum of 0, n/2, 0, n/2, which represents the start row, end row, start column and end column. And finally we'll print the sum. So using these parameters we're going to find the submatrix, and then using the print sum function we'll get the sum of the matrix.